Idea of the female Trump supporter. What are our thoughts?
I don't get it.
Not good.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Don't understand it.
Don't understand.
Don't understand it.
What are your thoughts?
I have thoughts.
What's that?
But I don't want to say.
I think they're delusional.
People can do what they want to do, I guess.
Extremely disappointing. I also work in healthcare, so I don't know how you can work in healthcare and vote that way either. So
You'd think if you really hate someone, you'd have reasons for why you hate said person. Well, today we're going to go over a video where all these anti-Trumper women are so frustrated at the fact that there's a woman who did vote for Trump, except for they can't explain why it's so bad and why it's so wrong, other than all the buzzwords, all the narrative spins that you've seen all over the media that have been just proven time and time again. Before we get into that, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to Resist the Mainstream because it ensures YouTube you are enjoying our videos, and then they will continually show up in your feed, and then they'll push it out to more people. I'm Titus.
James Klug here. Over the last several months, the Democrats and the media ran a fear campaign saying that a Trump victory would mean Project 2025 and losing democracy. And they specifically went after women, threatening that he'd sign a federal abortion ban. Well, many women didn't buy into the fear-mongering and showed up anyways to vote for Donald Trump. So today, we're in Philadelphia and we're going to be talking to Democrats about female Trump supporters. And for those that can't fathom the idea of women supporting Donald Trump, I'm going to bring them face to face with my good friend, Lisa Elizabeth. Lisa, thanks for joining me today. Are you ready to get going?
I'm cold, but I'm ready.
We're ready. Let's go talk to some people.
Sidebar. I know Lisa. Saw her at America Fest in December. Shameless plug.
Idea of the female Trump supporter. What are our thoughts?
I don't get it.
not good.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Don't understand it.
Don't understand.
Don't understand it.
What are your thoughts?
I have thoughts.
What's that?
But I don't want to say.
I think they're delusional.
People can do what they want to do, I guess.
Extremely disappointing. I also work in healthcare, so I don't know how you can work in healthcare and vote that way either. So
I know a lot of nurses, they're kind of all over the map when it comes to their
they
political
are.
leanings.
And I don't know, it's really disappointing to me.
Is that shocking to you?
Yes.
Yes. What about you?
Yeah. I don't understand personally how a woman could vote for Trump based on what he has said about women.
Have you
used
had
to be
conversations
different.
with your friends about that? Do you debate about it at all or no?
People that are willing to have an open conversation, I'm willing to have like an open conversation, but I often find most Trump supporters are a little bit close-minded.
Are we friends or family?
Friends.
Would you look at this? And the one with the purple hair voted for Trump.
You have to learn to love people despite their choices that they make.
The reason why we're talking about women voting for Donald Trump is because this lady right here, she voted for Trump.
I did.
I'm sorry. But you screwed all the rest of us.
Oh.
This woman voted for Donald Trump.
Oh no.
You said delusional is what comes to mind when you think of women that voted for Donald Trump. Would you mind elaborating on that for Lisa, who did vote for Donald
Who
Trump?
did you vote for?
Me? I voted for T-Dog.
Trump. Yeah. But we're trying to bridge some gaps here, though. Like I think there's definitely common ground.
I would love to hear from her. Give her a voice here.
Oh, I just good luck, babe. You know, we got somewhere to be. Have a good one, guys.
So she's a crowd favorite
Got it. She doesn't have a reason.
around here. Why do you guys not like the idea of a woman voting for Donald Trump personally?
I don't have a problem with a woman voting for Donald Trump. I think that's your right, and you should vote for who you want. It's just not what I would do.
She was saying for many of her friends that voted for Donald Trump that are women, close-minded. And what do you see them being close-minded on, if you don't mind elaborating on that a little bit? Maybe for Lisa, who voted for Trump?
I work in healthcare too, that's what I was saying. I just can't imagine voting that way and marginalizing like so many people.
I think that now, like you were saying, it's hard to like have a conversation, and like people like us our Trump supporters aren't super open-minded. But I think there's a lot of things that we can agree on now. Like your party, the Democrats, were for like no new wars. We want these wars to end. We want all the things to happen. I mean, that's what the whole administration is like geared towards. We also have like with the advent of like bringing in RFK and Tulsi.
Oh my God, that's
But
hysterical.
no, we do have there are necessary reforms that need to be made within the healthcare system about like overall wellness and keeping people completely healthy. And I think that there's definitely some overlap where we could like find some
Oh yeah, I love that. You can see this woman in the back. She's about to go off.
common ground.
Oh no, I said if they're willing to have like a conversation, we can find common ground. I'm willing to find common ground. I just like oftentimes find people aren't looking to find common ground.
I think that's certainly an issue that I think a lot of people share across the board. We do this all over the country, and I hear that a lot. So I think a lot of people agree with you. You know, it is about opening your mind, having a conversation. As for you, Mama Bear, what was hysterical about what she just said?
RFK Jr. in charge of healthcare? My God,
You
we
see who we have
eradicated polio and other diseases, and now they're all going to come back because he doesn't think children should be vaccinated.
No, that's not
I'm
true.
an old white woman, and we grew up learning to be kind, empathetic, nice. He is evil. He is none of those things.
RFK or Trump?
No, this is Trump.
Okay, we're
This
talking
is
about
Trump.
Do you guys think that
Choice?
Donald Trump is against women, or no?
I think he's supported other people that have petitioned to take the bodily autonomy from women, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, I'm just super frustrated that he's petitioned for people to stop me from annihilating my child in the womb. How evil. You're the evil ones that want that.
Your position. Don't start a fight with your friend, but defend your position.
Harris is spectacular. I mean, she's brilliant. She was a prosecutor. She is on the right side.
Yeah.
Trump's
not brilliant, and he's on the wrong side.
Trump is a horror show.
If you were to tell her one major reason why voting for Donald Trump as a woman was a bad idea, what would it be?
Because he's not for a woman. In my own personal opinion, his interests are himself, and
He has
He
the
can
first
say what-
female chief of staff ever. He has women that are his attorneys. He has more women around him than most other people, like most other politicians out there. So that doesn't fly either.
I think just because there is evidence to support that he respects women, like hiring a woman, I think like these types
As
of
his number one
motivations
person.
they can also come from saving these populations that he wants to gain to vote for him, like women. So he's going to hire women. He's going to get women on his side out in the public so that way he can garner the support. Not saying that this hasn't happened in other places. Yeah. I mean, we look at the Democrats and how they've struggled with Hamas and dealing with those types of things. But like, just because there's one thing that you can identify that is supporting, we're talking about women in this conversation.
Then the responsibility is on you to prove that you're right, because she has brought evidence to contradict the statement that he hates women, that he wants women to fail. He hired Alina Habba, she's his lawyer, first female chief of staff, I think, ever. He put her into a place. He got Pam Bondi for Attorney General since Matt Gaetz turned it down. Like, these women are all around him. Kellyanne Conway was his first campaign manager in 2016. He's had women around all the time, promoting them, elevating them, lifting them up. Like, even before he ran for office, there was an interview of him, just some black woman in the audience was looking for a job. He offered her one and said, if we can agree on a salary, I'm hiring you. I like something about you. You have this gift or something, I don't know. Like, you have the responsibilities on you to prove that your claims are valid, and you don't have any. You're just mad. You just don't like that he said something rude about Rosie O'Donnell. I don't know. It's insane.
But like, that doesn't mean that these other things haven't happened that do not support that
As chief
claim.
of staff, he's already been elected. He can't run again. What do you think the incentive is there for Donald Trump, in your view?
Ego.
Yeah, personally, I'm not going to have a
You were saying
positive
to get those
opinion,
voters.
so- Right, yeah.
I think that
and
he's
also,
doing
in
a lot
future,
to protect women. That's
like-
what I think. He's protecting like men and women, like women from men and women's sports, right? Like taking just scholarships and opportunities away from these girls, right? Like people being assaulted by having mass immigration, having a lot like Lake and Riley, like Jocelyn, like all these people that have been attacked by people who really shouldn't be here in the first place, right? I see him as overall trying to protect women more than hurt them.
What are your thoughts on that response? Do you think that's reasonable?
I understand what you're saying. However, I think protecting women looks different for you than for me.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Got it. So he's protecting women, but you don't like it because what? Abortion? You don't like it because of what?
So, for you, protecting women is like excluding transgender women from sports.
Well, they're
Whereas
biologically
for me-
male and hurting females, like physically, like that, like the boxer, or the boxer in the Olympics that was like had XY chromosomes, like almost broke that girl's like face, like it was horrible.
I hear you.
Is that reasonable?
Yes.
Yes and no. Like, I understand what you're saying in the sense that, like, they are stronger than women.
Right.
However,
Got him. I understand what you're saying, because they are stronger than women, meaning they're not women, they're men. This is not a controversial topic. This is just facts, and you're trying to you know the truth, But you will not let the truth set you free. That's for sure. You just want so bad to be in that woke mind virus hive where you just regurgitate the talking points that you think are morally superior when they're not. People are over it. They're over it. You don't have to live the lie anymore. It's okay. My goodness, watch your backtrack.
Like biological women, but that doesn't mean that we can like excuse, because to me this is like an excuse to exclude transgender women from the conversation, and I personally don't think that that's right, because they are a population that's in this country whether or not you like it. And in order to address these situations, we do have to include them. So I just don't think that these are appropriate.
Well,
but have a good day.
Yeah. I think his ego is so.
She thought she ate with that. She said, I'm gonna leave on that note. Bye, mic drop, gone. That's insane. That was stupid. You did nothing. No one's saying to exclude them from society. They're saying exclude them from female sports because they're winning at an insane rate because they're men.
So big that he wants to make the country great so he can leave, go and see, I told you, I made it great. Like that's what I think.
What do you think about that? Do you agree with that or no?
I do. He has an extremely large ego.
It could drive results. It could drive results.
It can.
To you, what matters when it comes to, if you guys are thinking 15 years down the road, do you care about somebody's personality or do you care about the policies that they support and enact?
Oh, policies are important, but so is your character. I don't want my children to ever emulate this horrible human being that's going to be president again.
Well, Lisa, what would your response be to that as a woman that voted for Trump?
I just think that that's so misguided. I think that that's what like the media has turned it to be. Before he decided to put an R next to his name and come down the escalator, everyone loved him. Oprah had him on.
I didn't love him. Never loved him.
That may be you, but like everybody loved him. Thought he was super generous. He got NAACP awards.
It's all scam.
He let people stay in his like that. I forget what her name was. The little singer. Her family got shot. He let her stay for free in Trump Hotel forever.
It's a game.
It was Jennifer Hudson, and what is she talking about? What is this woman? It's all game. But I never loved him. He still did all these things, and everyone did love him around the world, around the country. So you can sit there and say, you just, oh my gosh, the TDS in this woman is crazy, but you're gonna see.
He only cares about himself.
Would you agree that more people liked him before you ran for president or no?
I don't know. I never have liked the man, and since my teen years and what he did to our neighbor, never have liked him. I've seen through him, and I can't understand how he's like people have drinking the Kool-Aid. It's unbelievable how much they would actually drink it like Jim Jones and die for this guy.
So even if that's the case, Howard Klein is obviously Ashley Biden's husband. My mom worked with them, knows about the family very well, and let me tell you, those people are not good people, right? So like. If that's politics and you're worried about character, well, they all have terrible characters. If I were to agree with you and say what you're saying is true.
To be powerful in that position, you do have a certain kind of...
So then we can back up and...
No, Trump is a horrible...
Just contradicting yourself. The Biden family, they're corrupt. They're really bad. She probably voted for him. Okay, so let's backtrack then. If you agree that everyone's corrupt, in order to be in that powerful position, you have to be corrupt to some degree. Then let's backtrack and like give Trump some grace if we're gonna agree that Biden also no. TDS, prompt derangement syndrome is oh my gosh. I couldn't even imagine having a conversation with this person.
Horrible human being. I just can't understand how people vote.
So it looks like this is what it's gonna look like from some liberals. I mean, there's some people that seem reasonable, some people that might be able to be swayed to reality at some point, maybe in this next 4 years. But that last woman, as they say, the older you get, the more set in your ways you become. This woman will never budge. And if she does, it'll be an act of God. My goodness. But hey, at least some people seem reasonable. They were willing to have a conversation. If they disagreed, even the ones that were like, didn't have anything to say because they didn't know what they were talking about, walked off gracefully. So, hey, maybe this time around, it'll be a lot better. And I'm looking forward to it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment down your thoughts below. I want to know what you guys are thinking, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.